EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium.
Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Finding space at the 40.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers his team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Mahomes now on 1st down.
No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget him.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Noah Gray.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. A nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
From back at their own 10-yard line.
Now Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelce.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
From the 41, Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Touchdown! Marquez Valdes-Scantling. His 14th touchdown now of the year.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Butker now to add the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward. But they kick it here, and it's good. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the intercept.
There he goes, right side. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stall down here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The Chiefs at 7-1 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelce. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Mahomes now on first down.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and very short, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Etienne up the middle. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here's Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Trent McDuffie in there to drop him, and now he'll go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely. And you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained. Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to count down first, don't you? Then find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
On third down, Lawrence. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on first and 10. Nice run on second and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on third down? You're a little off balance.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
On the return, here's Agnew. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over first and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That third down conversion good for 23.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. One more time with ETN. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Tolbert from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. They'll leave him with 3rd and a 4-yard to go.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And able to find Kirk. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he gets it down to the 32.
43 yards on the ground for him so far. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Lawrence will throw.
And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try to get to the ball even faster.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. from the gun. He'll hand this off.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 29,
Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about it.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Sky Moore.
His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in the spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
I Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Lawrence. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. Only able to get a couple there. And 3rd down and 6 to go. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be caught, but out of the end. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling, down inside the 10, and all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
K'Lavon Chaisson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. For Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On first down, right back to Etienne.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
And then we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during the run down because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't flip the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back to the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this run of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Another tote for Etienne.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they got to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And now here is another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes.
Going across the middle, and Valdes-Scantling has it. Down inside the 10.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. Mahomes now to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
So